Hello and welcome to the Slingshot Channel. When the guys at Begadi, a German soft air or airsoft specialist, asked me if I wanted to review a high-end airsoft gun, like an AR-15 style, I was a little bit careful at first because I never understood what makes soft air guns so interesting. But, well, I was curious, so I said yes, and they sent me one, and wow, I think now I understand. And here is the ICS PAR MK3 that they sent me. Let me show you its features. In this condition, this costs about €1,000. The basic gun is actually only around 400 or something, but then they tricked it out with so many things. Some of them you can see, like the great scope, the foldable bipod, the fore handle, you know, all of that, and other stuff is inside, like a much enhanced gearbox, like a brass barrel that they have hand polished, and you know, also a very nice battery system that is actually built into the rear stock here. And I think it's now a very accurate weapon, but most of all, it's totally realistic. I mean, look at that. Even the markings are like the original markings from Pro Arms, which is a company working from the Czech Republic. They're making this in a true AR-15 caliber. So it really is a real gun. But the purpose is completely different, and that is what I never understood. The thing is that with an airsoft gun, you want to shoot at other human beings without hurting them. That's a new concept to soldiers, isn't it? But in any case, the thing is that you need to hit them with one of these very lightweight plastic 6mm BBs. So this is one of the tiny BBs weighing about 1/3 of a gram. So it's totally light, and that is so that you can shoot it at acceptable speed without hurting someone. You can feel it, and you have to feel it, because that's how the game works. You call your hits, saying I'm hit, and then you're out. So you have to feel it, even if it only touches you on your arm or something. The key is shooting these little pellets with accuracy, because they're so light that they're so sensitive against wind. And also one of the problems is that you cannot really force them through a rifle barrel. So you have to use all kinds of hop-up devices and so on to give them some kind of a drill to make them accurate, because you don't really want to shoot someone from 20 meters and not hit him. So how do these things work? Actually, these are air rifles. These are really air guns. But they're electrically powered, much like my machine gun Slingshot. So there is a gearbox inside here, and this is powered by a powerful motor, and also there's a strong battery in here. And this cocks back a piston, and it's spring powered, and once it's shooting, then the piston compresses air and the air pushes out the BB. So these are air guns, really. Okay, now the bipod looks a little bit funny, but it really isn't. It's actually practical, because what you can do is you clap these downwards over the barrel, like so, and then you can also stretch out, like extend the legs, and then you have a super cool bipod. Actually, it was kind of loose at first, and I was confused, but then I realized that this is so that you have some motion without moving the entire bipod, which gives you a far better chance to react to motion of your target. Okay, if you want to shoot, you first have to load the pellets into the magazine. There is a little door on this here, and then you simply fill it with the pellets. And I'm using biodegradables so that I don't have to find them all in my garden afterwards. Then you close this, you shake it a little bit, and then there is this little winding system here that you have to wind up. It's a spring, and the spring presses the BBs up into shooting position. And then you simply put the whole thing in like this, and you're ready to fire. Now this is Germany, therefore air guns are only legal when they're semi-auto. This would not be legal anymore if it's full auto. In other countries, I think, you can simply switch this to full auto, and then you have a full auto gun. The German version only does semi-auto, but it does this really quickly. So you have safe position and then shooting position. And if you want to fire, it's really simple. You take careful aim, and then you fire. It's a lot of fun. Okay, now we want to shoot at the air gun target over there. The distance is 18 meters, which is quite something for a BB gun that fires plastic BBs. Let's see if we can hit something. It's so much fun and so cheap. I think that was pretty good. Keep in mind, unrifled barrel and plastic BBs. All right, now we're trying the ridiculous. 50-meter distance. Of course, I will have to hold over because there's going to be a lot of drop until I reach my target. But let's see if we can hit the box because it has about the size of a man. Seems like it works. Let's see if we hit something. Look at that. A lot of the BBs have hit the cardboard box, and even some have been on the target. All right, since we still have the beautiful Kronos 1.4C high-speed camera, have to send it back next week, let's have some high-speed, slow-motion fun with the rest of the Christmas tree decoration ammunition. For that reason, we're going to cut some windows into the box here, and we're using my new Havalon multi-tool that's been given to me at the SHOT Show from the company directly. I love the Havalon things because they have these replaceable scalpel blades that I dearly love because they're so sharp and so cheap, and putting this into a multi-tool is really something that I always wanted. Always wanted to have a multi-tool, and it's a quality multi-tool, I can tell you. With a scalpel blade. Okay, this feels a bit like shooting into your television. Let's see if we can kill them. Okay. Wow, these things are fun. I know it's expensive, but I think it's worth it because it really feels and looks like the real gun. Has the same weight, great manufacturing quality, and it's a lot of fun to shoot. I think it's addictive. Anyway, I put the link to the Begadi store down there. If you're into airsoft guns, I think this is a top-notch product. Anyway, I hope you liked this because that's it for today. Thanks and bye-bye.